Hello friends, welcome after a long time. Today we are going to see how can we get the member and forces in STAAD in an Excel format through openSTAAD commands. As well as we are going to see the intermediate forces for the beams also. So today we are going to learn two things. One is get the member and forces and another is to get the forces at a intermediate section for a beam. Suppose I want to find the member and forces for this beam 31 in Excel format, as well as I need to find the section forces also. So now go to Excel, prepare our VB programming. I will save this as a macro enabled workbook. Okay, what I need to get the member and forces, first of all I will write here load cases, for which load cases I need the member forces, for which beam you need, and at which end you need. So I will make this field yellow because it is going to be the input for our program. And then this beam at end. Here I will put a formula to find out how many load cases we are going to use, equal to count A. Okay, suppose I have 2001, 2002, 2003, three load cases I will be working for. And then here I have to put the beam number and this is the end. And here end force table. I need Fx, first of all load case, Fx, Fy, Fz, X, Y, Mz. Okay, little bit cosmetic. First, so I will be extracting the end forces for this beam at this end, start or end. For the load cases here, I will populate all information here in this table. So put a button. Property, get member and forces. Okay, now I will start coding. So we have to connect our Visual Basic Programming to STAAD through openSTAAD. So from where we get this openSTAAD command? So here, then I will tell you. Go to help menu. Here you will find in every STAAD there is a openSTAAD help. Then what you need, STAAD functions, output results, get member and forces. Here every information is given. It is very easy to implement this information. So I will simply copy this code here and put into my Visual Basic window, macro window. It is red, it means something is wrong. I know what is wrong. You will get to know about this after some experience. What I used to do is I just used to remove these braces it will work for me. And get the application object. From where we get this, I don't have any information about it, or I haven't by hearted any object application name. So where is this? So I will ask help again. These people grown lazy to put everywhere the application objects. So I will go at the first tutorial, that means help menu, where they might have given yes here. Here is the object. I will copy this object and put here. We have these are the two lines which are going to help us connect STAAD with our programming. So we have to define object here as obj openSTAAD and set obj openSTAAD as get object comma into double quote stadpro.openSTAAD. Delete. Here if you see, there are few variables being used in this command to get the member enforces, that is L member no, L end, L lowercase, D force array. So what are these variables and what are these of type? Here the type is also mentioned. If you see again, member and force. Member number is long, end is long, load case is also long. All are long. Force array it is not mentioned, but I know it. It is a double. Okay. So I will define those variables. First, I will define this. So, dim it will be as long. It was saying. Then end dim it will be as long. Then load case also a long. Then this is the array with 6 elements. As double. Now I have to find out the member and forces for a member for how many load cases? These many load cases, 3 load cases. So I have to define one variable for that also. So n as integer will work for me. And where it is n is equal to cells. I think it's 1 1. Yeah, it's 1 1. From where this variable will get the information from my Excel sheet, Control V is equal to cells member number from here, that means 2 3. Then for end, little bit, very little bit information is required to be known to do a VB programming. And if you don't know anything about it, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you through this programming. You will learn VB also. N is equal to cells where we are going to get the end here, that is 3 3. You can see here very carefully how I'm defining the variables. Then load case. Load case will be taken from this, and I will have to run a loop for that. So for equal to okay, so load case will be equal to C equal to cells where it is 2 plus I1, 2 plus I. Okay, now Member number we have defined. Let me connect my laptop with charger, please. Bear with me for 1 minute, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back now. I should have noticed it much before. I'm sorry. Okay. So member number here we have defined. And here we have defined. Load cases here we have defined. And this program is going to store the member and forces in this array, which has 6 elements. So I have to run a loop for that also. For a is equal to 1 to 6 components are there. Yeah. Yes. Before that, I want to put load case also. Sales, where I want to put the load case here. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus I, 3 plus I. So here 3 plus I into 5, I think. Let me check first. 5. Okay. Is equal to L load case. Okay. Now forces will be stored in D4 array to be populated in our Excel. Cells 3 plus no 4 plus I in 5 plus J is equal to D4 array J minus 1. Why J minus 1? I think you remember, or anybody is watching this video for the first time. I will tell you the information stored in this D4 array by openSTAAD with 6 elements starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Its first index starts with 0. So I have put j minus 1. That will create a 0. 4 plus I, 5 plus j. This is 3 plus I, sorry. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus j. 3 plus I. Then next j, next I. And this much information is sufficient. This is your end of our program. So set obj open is equal to nothing. Let's see how it works. So I will populate the end forces for member number 34 here. I'll put the required information 34, 34 and end 0. 0 means start and 1 means end. That's it. Let's check. Member in forces. So okay, from post processor for and range 34 forces start. Okay, we'll check here for 2001 265 328 843 12.387 308 041 705. Check for 2002 here 252 305 13 done. Yes, so our program run perfectly without no error. So how much time it will take? Nothing. So this is member and forces. Now we are going to change our program a little bit to get the member section forces. Here I will save this file as member section forces. Save. Now what I need to change here? This command I need to change. So for this, go to help menu again. Get intermediate member forces at distance. So here I will copy this. See, and paste this below this. Check with the variable names. I have used d force, so I will put d force. L lowercase d distance. Instead of end, I will put now d distance. And that has to be double. Number d distance lowercase. I will delete this now. D force array. Suppose I want to find out the member section forces for the same member. What is its 4.5? Suppose I want to find out the member and forces at a section 1 meter from start. Here I will change section 34 1 meter. I will delete this. Let's run and develop. I will change its property. Get section forces. Now I will check whether it is correct or not. Ending. Fy and mz. For load case. Minus 0.843. Sorry. Minus 49.757. Yes. And my 11.280. Sorry, mz 698.188. Yes, correct. So we have covered two programming here, one for end forces and second for member section forces. One important thing I wanted to tell you about the previous program, where it was, okay, let me see. Here the end we have mentioned here 0. 0 means start and 1 means end. So this is the axial force Fx. So what this sign convention tells you about? This is a start end and the sign is negative. So we have to consider the local axis theory here. The local axis means x starts the positive x will be from 0 to 1. That means from start end to end. And here negative means the force is away from the end. That means opposite. That means in negative direction. So it is going to create a tension in the member. And similarly, if it is positive, that means it is towards the end and it is creating compression in the member. That is a very important thing. Many of you might be knowing it, but few might be not knowing it. So take care while populating this information. Depending on the end which we are selecting and depending on the sign, we have to decide whether it is a compression or in tension. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. Bye. See you again.